Howdy y'all, I'm Jen.
I'm Wiley.
And we are Altruistic Farmstead. Today we want to take a couple minutes to talk to you guys about something that's really near and dear to our hearts. If you have been around for a while, you have seen our Wednesday live streams where we serve a free hot home-cooked meal to our community. Due to circumstances outside of our control, there's not anybody around during the week for the rest of the month to let us in the building. So we are taking a break and we are taking this opportunity to stock our pantry so that we can continue to do what we do. For any of you that are new to our channel, first off, welcome. But secondly, a little bit of a backstory about us is that Wiley and I volunteered to serve Christmas dinner to the needy in Christmas of 2020.
Yep.
And at that time, at the end of the day, our hearts were so filled with joy that we were like, oh my gosh, this is what we're supposed to be doing with our lives. And so a week later, I quit my job at the United States Postal Service. And a few months later, Wiley quit his job, and we have been serving our community full-time for the last several years. So, yeah, for 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Right,
Yep.
Right, almost 3 years now. And we are primarily funded by ourselves. We do side jobs that allow us to do what we do, but 95%...
Hey, wait, that gives me the opportunity. So, if you want to see any of the side jobs we do, go check out Working with Wiley. That's kind of our little side channel that we do all the work and stuff, and that's how we fund what we do.
Yes. Okay, so now that he's done with his shameless plug, that was a good one though. Now you made me lose track. Okay, so Wiley and I do side jobs. We're pretty handy folks. We do side jobs to fund our mission, but as the cost of everything goes up, especially as the cost of food rises, we are finding it harder and harder to maintain the program on our own. We are trying to raise $12,000 to fund our program through the rest of the year. Fortunately, we are part of a group of awesome organizations in our community that come together once a month to come up with comprehensive solutions to help people out of poverty. So these organizations all come together. It's comprised of churches, businesses, nonprofit organizations, and individuals who just want to make a difference. And we are currently working with about 131 people. 16 of those people are kids. It kind of hurts to think of kids on the street, but sometimes it's a reality.
That also includes our local homeless resource center.
The homeless coordinator for the city.
The city homeless coordinator, yep.
Who does a phenomenal job.
Absolutely great lady.
She's very educated and she's very strategic and she's very good at pulling people together. So not only do we want to be able to serve this meal every week, but we also want to expand our efforts. We want to also be able to help with things like buying someone a new pair of shoes when they get a job, building a ramp for an elderly person,
socks, blankets.
Yeah.
I mean, winter's coming on. It's not going to be long. And, sleeping bags. There's just tons of things that could go into this. And we would love to be able to expand more and do more. Right.
So a couple of our YouTube friends reached out to us and they thought it would be a good idea to do a fundraiser. So we started a GoFundMe account. We are a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization, so any donations are tax deductible. So since we've gotten started, we really feel like God has definitely had his hand in this. I feel like God really encouraged us to do this. We really genuinely felt in our hearts that this is what we're supposed to spend our time doing. From the beginning, God has always made sure that we've had what we've needed to get by.
Absolutely.
It seems like so many times it's been a a real life loaves and fishes story. And so if you're familiar with that story, you know that Jesus and his disciples fed thousands and thousands of people with just a few loaves of bread and a couple fish. And so many times we have felt like that is true in our situation, because we, first off, you know, sometimes we'll be cooking and think, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to be enough to feed everybody, because we do serve about 120 people every week. But it seems like every single time, down to the plate, there is enough for everybody to not just have a meal, but to fill their bellies and nourish their bodies.
And there's been times that, you know, things have happened and maybe we didn't get fully paid on a job yet, or we didn't fully complete a job, or, you know, just for whatever reason, and to go cook this meal, and we leave the house with, you know, 10 pounds of hamburger meat, and we're like, we're just going to have to make it work.
We don't know,
you know, we're just going to do it. It's going to work. It's going to work.
Yeah, we'll find something.
And 5 minutes in our trip to town, PayPal will ding, and somebody sent us $100, you know, and so we'll make a quick trip at the grocery store and head in, and I mean, it winds up being a full meal.
So the good Lord is definitely working behind the scenes here, because we're not out there with our hand out. You won't find a lot of videos on our channel where we're asking for money or assistance or anything like that. But someone, somewhere, listened to that little small voice in their head that suggested to them that they send us money. And, you know, it could have been that had that not happened, that there'd be 100 people that didn't get lunch that day.
Yeah.
There are a few ways you can help. First, it doesn't cost anything to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to continue to see the work that we do in our community. Secondly, the link to the GoFundMe will be in the description below.
And guys, every dollar counts. If you have it on your heart to help, and you can, you know, $5, $10 makes a huge difference. Jen is absolutely excellent with the way she buys and makes food from scratch.
I stretch a penny till it screams, y'all.
She sure does. And so believe me whenever I say every little bit helps.
Every single little bit. If you want to see more videos of what we do, I'll post a video up here and a playlist here. Thank you, and have a blessed day.